How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Steins Linear Bounded Phenogram. We have lost Daru. I really don't know how that happened, but we did. He said he had something to go and do, or he needed to step outside, and, well, to avoid getting caught by one of the agents that had been patrolling around the building or keeping surveillance on it, we had to do some underhanded tactics, and in the process, we kind of lost track of him. It's evening now, so there are more people walking on the streets. Daru stands out, though. I'd notice if I saw him walking around. I tried looking inside the parts shop we hid in before, but I didn't see him around, and the employees said he hadn't seen him either. Besides Rumiho, there's only one other lab mem from 2 years ago left in this town. Luka. Her house is at Yanabayashi Shrine across Mansebashi. I figured Daru might have gone to visit his old fellow lab mem and drop by. But Luka was away at college, and her family said that nobody like Daru had visited them. Damn, everybody be growing up. It's getting dark. I can't find him. I can't do anything. It's impossible to find a single person in a town like this, or in a town this big, without any clues, excuse me. And given that I couldn't find him after all this searching, Daru has probably already left Akihabara. In the end, not sure where to go, I came back here. I thought Daru might have come back. It was just a tiny flicker of hope. But after sneaking through the bathroom to get in, I didn't see him anywhere. We have mail. Lukako. It sounds like you visited the shrine earlier. I'm sorry. I just got back. Did you need something from me? Please call. Looks like we're not getting in contact with you. Sorry, Lukako. I opened the door to the shower room just in case, but nobody was inside. I sit down on the sofa, and fatigue suddenly washes over me. I can only wait. I'm sure Daru will come back. I just have to believe and wait. To be honest, I should have headed home by now, but I wouldn't want to miss Daru by doing that. My body's completely exhausted after running around everywhere, but I managed to stand up and head downstairs. Through the hole in the floor, excuse me, not the whore. However, my crushing anxiety makes it so I can't focus on my work. And we have a call. My cell phone vibrates. I rush to answer.
もしもし。なえ、今どこにいるにゃ？こんな遅い時間まで出歩いてたらダメにゃ。ルミホお姉ちゃん。確かにこの前はもっと遊ぶべきだって言ったけど、それにしてもハメを外しすぎにゃ。中学生なんだから何時に帰ればいいかはちゃんと自分で判断しなきゃダメだにゃ。それよりお姉ちゃん。ダルおじさんから連絡あった？いや、ダルニャン？そういえばこの前も苗はダルニャンのことを聞いてきたね。どうしてそんなに気になるにゃ？まさかダルニャンと一緒にいるのにゃ？
He's not here. He won't come back.
とにかく今日はもう帰ってくるにゃ。パパもママも心配してるし。わかった。ごめんなさい。
I can't do anything. As a child, no matter how important my business may be, staying out late at night will get me a scolding. It's not like I'm staying out late just to stay out late. It's just really frustrating that I can't even search for someone by myself. There aren't many people left in Akihabara. All of the shops are closing up. Once all the shutters close, the sidewalk gets dark. Even as I walk back, I'm still looking for signs of Daru. I look at the face of every man who passes by, but he's not here. Not anywhere. He's gone. Then, when I was below UPX... Did we find him? Akihabara was all but deserted. No, we found nobody. At the table of an open cafe with no other customers, I see a large frame sitting there, and oh, maybe we did find him. The silhouette alone was enough. There's no mistaking that sight.
ダルおじさん。
I instinctively run up to him.
ん？おう、ないちゃんし。
I was searching so desperately for him, but he greets me without the slightest hint of concern.
どうして連絡くれなかったの？ずっと探してたのに。
But as I said this, I realized that there was someone with Daru. Someone I'd never seen. Definitely not a lab mem. He's wearing a classy suit like a big shot salaryman, but he doesn't seem that much older than Daru. He has sharp eyes, and kind of reminds me of a snake. In his hand is a bank envelope. Who is this man? Is he the person Daru was talking to on the phone before leaving? Just based on the atmosphere here, that doesn't seem to be the case.
じゃ、そういうことで。
Daru says this to, I assume, end their conversation. The snake man hands Daru the envelope without saying a word. He stands up, and then after taking a glance at me, bows slightly and walks off.
次はさ、コミック L をちゃんと手に入れといてよ。
Despite Daru shouting this, the snake man doesn't even look back, disappearing in the direction of the station. He didn't even try to say anything. It was a little creepy.
今の人は？
協力者ってやつ？
A collaborator. Daru ends his explanation there and stands up in a hurry. He looks around and then starts walking off swiftly, as if I'm not even here. I can understand why he's in a hurry, given that the agents are after him, but it's like he ignored me, and it's pretty hurtful.
できれば連絡欲しかった。電話して合流するって話だったでしょ。2時間ぐらいあちこち探したんだけど見つからなくてラボで待ってたの。私の方から連絡できなかったのはごめんなさい。携帯に連絡先を登録した時番号を間違えちゃったみたいで。
そうなん？どれ？
Daru peers at my cell phone screen. I show him the number.
ああ、ごめんごめん。それ教えた僕の方が間違ってたわ。いやー、最近携帯の番号しょっちゅう変えてるから自分でちっとも覚えられんつうか。
Why?
さあせん。あ、許せないって言うなら後で踏んづけてもらっても OK だお。心置きなくやろう。
どうしてそんなに軽いの？
The words virtually slip out. Daru doesn't seem to notice my muttering and checks the inside of the envelope while walking. I almost trip when I see what's in there. That's a lot of money. Hundreds of 10,000 yen notes. I've only seen bundles of cash like that in manga and on TV.
それって
Yes, money.
中野で合流するための資金だお。
Nakano.
やっぱさ、文化的な潤いがないと人間って腐っていくっつうか。あ、ここで言う腐るってのは不女子的な意味じゃないんで。とにかく僕はそろそろ我慢ならなくなってたわけ。電話レンジ作ってる場合じゃねえって。とにかくこの2年近く全くチェックできてない新作エロゲをプレイしたりとか、エロ同人買いあさったりとか、アニメ全話視聴マラソンとかしたいんだお。でもお金なんて全くないっしょ。だからこうしてカンパしてくれる協力者に来てもらったってわけ。
そのために。
そうそう、そのために今日は出かけたんだお。
All of that work just for this?
どうして？
あ、なちゃんしないちゃんし、この札束持ってさ、ちょっと僕の頬を叩いてくんない？一度やられたかった。
どうして？
え？
どうしてふざけるの？ うして
My vision blurs. He's looking at me like I'm the one causing him trouble. I get even angrier at him. Yeah, you know, that's kind of been bothering me, but I think that's supposed to give us the perspective that Nai truly has. She's a child who can't seem to get anything done because she's a child. And Daru's really not helping in this case, or I guess he's helping prove that point, but he's making it worse. He really is. I don't know. It's strange with Daru. I've begun to feel very irritated with him in a lot of these routes, and it hasn't just been this one, or this one game. It's also been at times in the original Steins Gate, Steins Gate 0 even so he looked like a fun-ass Chad in the future in Steins Gate 0, and also Steins Gate My Darling's Embrace. I don't know what is with him, but he has become very irritating at times, and this is really one of those times. I don't know if there's a reason behind all this, but if you look back at, what was it? Lukaku's route, I believe? Yeah, it was Lukaku's route. Every time he went back to the past as a she, they would come across Daru, and Daru was upset with Okabe and everything. And I mean, in an unreasonable way from our perspective, but also he was actually serious. Why is he not serious here? He's doing the total opposite. He's doing what he was frustrated at. I was crying before I realized it.
教えてもらわなくてもわかるよ。わかってるよ。ダルおじさんにとって私はどうでもいい存在なんだ。仲間でもなくてラボメンでもなくてただの部外者だもんね。ただの知り合いだもんね。でも私だって好きでただの知り合いになったわけじゃない。一人で戻ってこない人を待つのはもう嫌なのに。私は当事者になりたいのに。なのに真面目な話をすることも許してもらえないなんて。もういいよ。
I wipe my tears with the back of my hand.
私、もうお父さんのビルには行きません。足手まといみたいなのでやめます。だからどこにでも一人で行っちゃえばいいんだ。
I said all there was to say. I run off in the opposite direction from Daru. I didn't even look back.
なえ、遅いにゃ。どれだけ心配したと。ごめんなさい。なえ。
Making sure to avoid eye contact with Rumiho, I rush into my room. Once I'm inside, I curl up in the corner of my bed. I'm tired. Between Daru and my exams, I haven't gotten any decent sleep in an entire week, or for an entire week. I'll take the day off school tomorrow just to sleep. Then I'll get back to my regular life. I'll go back to spending every day with the wonderful people of the Akiha family. And that's the life of 13-year-old Tennoji Nai. I shouldn't associate myself with such a strange animal. It's better this way. Thinking about today's events makes me start crying again. I hurry to bury my face into my knees.
なえ、入るよ。
I didn't tell her it was okay to enter, but Rumiho comes right into the room and sits next to me on the bed.
どうしたの？何かあった？
I shake my head, but I was still hiding my face, excuse me. But...
嘘。泣いてたよ。泣いてない。泣いてた。泣いてない。じゃあ、顔上げてみて。
I can't do that.
ルミホ姉ちゃん、いつものニャンニャン語はどうしたの？ それを言わないお姉ちゃんは、お姉ちゃんじゃないよ。覚えてる？私が苗を見つけた時も、そんな風に泣きべそかいてたね。一緒に来る？一緒においで。あの時みたいに私を頼ってもいいんだよ。辛いって苦しいって言ってもいいんだよ。
Rumiho gently strokes my head. She rests my head on her shoulder, and I feel her warmth. I'm not going to be able to hold back my tears.
ルミホお姉ちゃん、私は当事者になりたい。当事者？先週ダルおじさんを見つけて。そう、だから最近ダルニャンのことをいろいろ聞いてきたんだね。
I nod and tell Rumiho everything that happened over the last week, getting caught up in my emotions several times along the way. The whole time she kept gently rubbing my back. Thanks to her warmth, I felt a lot better by the time I finished the story.
未来ガジェット研究所の活動か。そんなことしてたんだね。私は一生懸命頑張ったけど、やっぱりダルおじさんは私のこと信じてくれてなかったみたい。もちろんダルおじさんと私は2年前も仲が良かったわけじゃないし、私はまだ中学生で頼りにならないのは分かってるけど、やっぱり一人だけ置いていかれたくなんてないよ。置いていかれたのは苗一人じゃないよ。
After hearing these unexpected words, I look at Rumiho's face. She's smiling, but her smile looks so sad.
私も置いていかれちゃったから。
That's right. Rumiho was a lab mem too. She must have had much deeper ties to them than I ever did. But she's here now living her life in Akihabara. She didn't go away. Also, until I told her just now, she had no idea that Daru was back in Akihabara. It seems like she didn't hear anything from Daru or Okarin.
苗はどうして当事者になりたいの？置いていかれたくないから。ルミホお姉ちゃんだってみんなに置いていかれて悲しかったでしょ？私は悲しかった。何も知らないでいた自分、何も教えてもらえなかった自分、お父さんにも誰にも信じてもらえてなかった自分、そういう自分が嫌だった。私がもっとちゃんとしてたら、もっと大人だったら置いていかれることはなかったのかなって今でも思ってる。違うよ、苗。何も教えてもらえなかったのは苗が信じてもらえなかったんじゃなくて、苗がちゃんと守られていたからだよ。守られていた？少なくとも苗のお父さんは苗を守るために亡くなったんだと思う。2年前、あなたのお父さんがあの日、自分で命を絶ったあの日ね、私のパパのところを訪ねてきたんだよ。どんな話をしたのかは私は立ち会わなかったからはっきりとはわからないけれど、苗のことを頼むって、苗のことばかり心配していたってパパはそう言ってたわ。あなたのお父さんは誰かに追われているみたいだった。だからきっと苗を巻き添えにしないために そんなの勝手だよ。親というのはそういうものだって私のパパが言ってた。自分の子供を危険な目に遭わせないためならどんなことでもするんだって。それに友達だってそう。
Rumiho pauses there and sadly smiles.
大事な友達を危ないことに巻き込まないようにするために本当のことを黙っていたり優しい嘘をついたりするの。そういうことができる友達を持つことができたらそれはとっても幸せなことなんだよ。
I wonder if that's how Rumiho feels about all the lab mems who disappeared.
私は2年前当事者じゃなくてよかったって今は思ってる。あの頃京馬の様子がおかしかったことはなんとなく気づいてたけど。
Kyoma. That was the weird name that Uncle Okarin gave himself.
もし私が彼と同じ立場だったら心が壊れちゃっていたと思う。守ってくれたみんなに感謝しているわ。寂しそうな顔してるのに。私の中では感謝と寂しさは矛盾してないの。どうして？
I don't understand how she can feel both.
寂しくて胸の奥がちょっぴりジュクジュク痛むのはね、その人の記憶を自分の心の深くにしっかりと刻んでる最中だから。心っていうキャンバスに消えない鉛筆で一生残る傷をつけてるの。私の心にも？そう。その傷はね、いつかかさぶたになって、それからお花が咲くんだよ。
I don't think that's how flowers bloom, but whatever.
かさぶたからお花は咲かないよ。本当に？苗は見たことない？ない。私はあるよ。あるような気がする。夢だったかもしれないけど、苗の心にもちゃんと咲くよ、お花。それまではね、置いていかれたことを寂しく思いながら、その傷を抱えながら、同時にありがとうって感謝して毎日を生きていかなきゃ。そうしたら苗がダルニャンと再会したみたいにまたばったりどこかで会えるかもしれないでしょ。天国にいるお父さんとも会えるかな。会えるよ、きっと。
Rumiho looks straight into my eyes and says this decisively.
どう？私の目は嘘をついているように見える？うん。ルミホお姉ちゃんは嘘をついてる。でも優しい嘘だね。でしょ？ダルニャンもきっと嘘ついてる。
Yeah, but they're not gentle lies. That's for sure.
男の人って嘘をつくのが下手だから、私苗の話を聞いて簡単に見抜けちゃった。
Hell yeah, we are. Rumiho smiles mischievously.
同人誌を買いに行かせたりとか、教えた電話番号を間違えたとか、いちいち軽い言動とか、苗を巻き込みたくないって思ってるのがバレバレだよ。そうなの？ダルニャンは苗がその黒服の人たちに捕まっちゃった時のことを考えてたんじゃないかな。もし番号を知ってたら苗もダルニャンの仲間だと思われていろいろひどいことをされてたかもしれない。だからあえて間違った番号を教えた。私の推測でしかないけどね。
I see. So he might have done it on purpose. Is it because he doesn't trust me? Or because he wants to protect me? Or is it whatever I decide it is?
もしかしてひょっこりラボに行ってみたらまだ一人でタイムマシンを作ってるかもしれないよ。私はどうしたらいいの？もしダルおじさんがそう思ってるなら、やっぱりもうお父さんのビルには行かない方がいいんだよね。 当事者にはどうやってもなれないままなんだ。そうね。今回に関しては私もダルニャンの考えと同じよ。京馬もダルニャンもまっとうな人生を捨ててやろうとしていることがあるみたいだから。でもナエ、あなたは違う。お父さんが望んだ通りこれからも普通に生きていってほしい。少なくとも今はね。今は。そう、今はまだナエは傍観者のままでいなさい。いつかあなたも当事者として決断を迫られる時が来る。でもそれはまだ先。うん。あ、でも傍観者だからって関わり合いになっちゃダメだなんてことはないんだよ。え？
After saying this, Rumiho stands up from the bed. She gently strokes my head again.
お姉ちゃんの話はこれでおしまいにゃ。あとは自分で考えて行動するにゃ。中学生ならそれくらいできるにゃ。お姉ちゃん。
There's suddenly a growl from inside me. That reminds me, I haven't eaten since lunch.
お夜食作ってあげるから、まずはお風呂に入ってくるにゃ。
When I stand up, I give Rumiho a hug.
ありがとう。これくらいお安いご用にゃ。
What should I do? That's up to me. That it is. We are not known for making choices in this game. The next day, I leave home earlier than usual and head to Dad's building before school. I have no idea if Daru will be there or not. But that doesn't matter compared to being able to take stock of my own feelings. However... Oh, there he is. Before I could do that, I encountered a very large butt.
誰かそこにいるん？だったら悪いんだけど、僕のこと押すか引っ張るかしてくんない？
台無しだ。
おう。さてはそこにいるのはなえちゃん氏ですな。もう来ないと思ってたお。
Daru's fat legs are flailing around.
いつから引っかかってたの？
そろそろ8時間くらい経つんじゃね？
Holy shit.
近くに奴らがいるかもしれんから大声出して助けを呼ぶわけにもいかないっしょ、ジョコ。ナイちゃん氏やオカリンを呼び出そうにも携帯はズボンのポケットに入ってるからさ、この状態じゃ取り出せんわけで。このまま誰も来なかったら数日後には干物になってた予感。あまりに惨めな死に方すぎて全俺が泣いた。
I wonder what would have happened if I didn't drop by first thing in the morning.
しょうがないな。ダルおじさんは私がいないと何にもできないんだから。
I wonder why. Yesterday I hated Daru so much and I felt so frustrated. But after seeing him like this now, all those bad feelings vanished without a trace.
いいから早く押すなり引っ張るなりプリーズ。そろそろお腹のあたりの痛みが限界っつうか。あとトイレ行きたい。なえちゃん氏が看護師さんみたいに世話してくれるならこの体勢でもできるけど。
嫌です。
I can't believe that this guy would actually do what Rumiho said yesterday. Even now, I can only seriously think of him as a dirty old man. After rescuing Daru, I descend down to Dad's store alone. I sit in the chair that he always sat in. I close my eyes, and I face my own heart. Thinking back, the last time I spent full days in the store was 2 years ago, when Rumiho came to take me home with her. When I close my eyes, that summer is the only thing that comes to mind. Until then, I didn't really want to visit this dark and dusty store. I loved my dad, but the store was this weird atmosphere, or has this weird atmosphere, I don't really like CRT TVs either. It always feels like something scary will appear on them. But that summer was different. This building was so lively and exciting. I had fun spending time here. So naturally, I kept coming to visit. She was always so lighthearted and warm. Just seeing her face made me happy, and whenever I have her a big joyful hug, she would gently stroke my head. I mean, gave? Well, G and H are pretty close on the keyboard, so I'll give them that mistake.
Nae-chan, さっき買ってきたアイス、1個食べる？ありがとう。
Mayuri was always eating something and always shared it with me. I think she said her favorite food was fried chicken.
じゃあ、またねまたね
おー、ナエ、今日も来たのか。
ナエ、ウィース。ウィース。
Dad was always in the store. The part-time girl always seemed to have free time. I really liked the part-time girl's easygoing air.
おい、バイト。うちの娘に変な挨拶を教えるんじゃね
え。だったら椎名真由里のトゥットゥルーもダメなんじゃないの？
あれもあれで問題だな。一体どういう意味があんだ？
さあ。でも、かわいいよ。
そうかそうか。かわいいか。だったら別に使ってもいいんだぞ。
Damn, you are easygoing when it comes to your daughter.
お父さん、トゥットゥルー。
おー、トゥルットゥ。
Yeah, like that.
店長ってほんと娘に甘いね。
That's what I'm saying.
そんなに甘いならナイに自転車買ってあげればいいのに。
そりゃダメだ。自転車乗ってもし転んだりしたらどうするんだ。大怪我しちまうだろうが。
お父さん、過保護すぎだよ。
なえ、いいか？中学になったら買ってやる。それまでは我慢しろ。
Ah, well that didn't work out. Occasionally there would be loud banging from the ceiling and it'd make Daddy really mad.
なんだ？また2階の連中騒いでんのか？たく、落ち着きのねえ奴らだな。そろそろ本気で追い出してやろうか。
追い出すなんて白状だよ。
なんだおめえ、岡部たちの肩を持つのか。
ちょっと騒がしくするのぐらいさ、見逃してあげてよ。あの人たちは今、世界の命運に関わる重要な使命に従事してるんだからさ。
True that.
は、ダメだこれ。バイトもすっかり岡部に毒されちまったが。
Daddy would always scowl at the noise from the floor above. He got mad and threatened to kick them out over and over again. But to me, it never looked like he was serious about it. In the end, he'd always rub his shiny head with his hand and say,
たくしょうがねえな。こっちに一発で許してやるか。
He said this over and over again, with the same gentle smile every time. I liked that place, where Daddy was, where the part-time girl was, where the lively lab mems were on the floor above. Though I was too scared to ever talk to Uncle Okadin and Uncle Daru directly, my memories of that summer are fun ones, here in this building. That was way more fun than waiting for Dad back at home. I opened my eyes. I'm back in the workshop, left neglected for 2 years. This is bad. I'm tearing up again. Back then, behind all of the feelings of fun, I had lots of people protecting me. None of them are left now. But when I close my eyes, it's like I've jumped back in time. I feel as though I can hear everyone's voices. Everyone's watching over me. I dry my tears and try to hold my head up high. When I go up to the lab, Daru's sitting on the sofa looking tired.
ナイちゃん氏、学校は大丈夫なん？
Oh, hold that thought. We have mail. Mako-chan. Nai-chan, are you at morning practice? I overslept and just got to school now. Let me guess. Yamanaka's senpai is super mad. Could you apologize for me? Well, we're not going to school today, I guess. I checked the time. It's past 8 a.m. I'll definitely be late going from here.
たまに遅刻するぐらい平気。
ふーん。
ダルおじさん、私昨日はあんなこと言ったけど、やっぱり手伝っていいかな。何にも教えてくれなくていいから。それでもせめてお父さんのテレビを直すのだけはやらせてほしい。
Daru can't repair the 42-inch TV, or 42-inch bronze tube TV. Gotta be specific. That's something that only I can do. Because my body's small, because I'm a child. Because Daddy taught me how to repair it.
だからお願いします。
I bow my head.
そんなことより腹が減りすぎて死にそうなわけだが。悪いけどナイちゃん氏、ちょっと買い出し行ってきてくんない？学校遅刻してもいいんでしょ？
ああ。
主に水、2リットルのペットボトル10本は欲しい。体拭くのにもトイレにも飲み水にも使うからすぐなくなるっつうか。どうかお願いします。僕のことビンタしてくれてもいいから。むしろ我々の業界ではご褒美なので僕は一向に構わん。
You mean bothering, not bother?
え、むしろ僕の体をきれいに拭きたい。いいですとも。JC に介護されるなら死んでもいいよ。
I didn't say anything about that.
ダルおじさんって変態だね。
変態じゃないよ。変態紳士だよ。
Yeah, something like that.
そうですか。
I have no idea what he means. It looks like I didn't need to beg, though. Daru still considers me a collaborator. Part of me felt relieved at that. By the way, there's no way I can carry 10 2-liter bottles of water, so I only bought 2. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a lot of water. I focus on my work in silence, pushing all unnecessary thoughts from my mind. I've gotten pretty used to soldering. The work itself isn't exactly difficult. For the past 2 days, Daru's been working hard on the second floor too. Down on the first floor though, I can't hear his voice, or even sense his presence. A few days ago, this probably would have made me uneasy, but I'd go up to the second floor to check on him. But right now, I don't feel any anxiety. I know very well that Daru can't get out of here by himself. It's like he's put himself under house arrest. It's strange. 2 years ago, Dad would repair TVs in the store every day, and I would watch. Back then, I didn't think I would ever follow in his footsteps. But here I am now, repairing a CRT TV just like he would. Even though I don't think I'm ready to get this store up and running again by myself. I'm just happy that without even realizing it, I had inherited something that Daddy left behind. I soldered the last spot. I can't make too much noise, so I hold back my urge to shout and pump my fists in victory instead. Well, hold up. Before you celebrate, you know, it's the same thing with computers. You can put everything together, but until you power that baby on, it's not time to celebrate. Oh, power on and there not be any issues. The question is, will the 42-inch TV work now that I've resoldered it? Only if we're lucky. Still, please, I'm begging you to work. I put the disassembled 42-inch bronze tube TV back together. The circuit board goes back into its original location, and I don't forget to tighten the screws. Putting it back together took over an hour. I think it's back to how it was before. I don't have any leftover screws or anything. It should be fine, probably. I call up the hole leading to the second floor. I immediately hear footsteps and Daru's face appears.
どうしたん？
修理、終わった。
おお、で、着いた？
これから試すところ。
じゃ、やろう。
What should I do? I'm getting nervous. If it doesn't work, everything I've done until now will be meaningless. Uncle Daru won't be able to send any D-mail. My heart's racing. I take a deep breath. I give Daru the signal with my eyes. Then I plug the power cord into the socket. And I press the power button on the 42-inch TV. There it is. The screen lights up, though all it shows is static. In that moment, I felt so happy I could jump for joy. I can't help but look over at Daru.
なえちゃんし、Good job! さすがシスターブラウンだお。
It turned on. It worked, Daddy. I'm glad. I've done everything that I can to help. I managed to see it through to the end. For about 2 hours afterwards, with nothing else to do, I watched Daru type on his computer keyboard over his shoulder. I have no idea what the programming language on the screen means. It's like a secret code or a magic spell. But Daru's hands haven't stopped moving for a long time. He told me earlier that once he finishes the programming, the time machine will be complete. I'm only watching, but my heart's been beating fast the whole time. I thought time machines only existed in manga or movies. See our mail here. Lady Alice, if you meet a fat white rabbit, please tell him this. Let's face off in Rainet AB again. I'll be waiting for you. Also say hi to Kyoma, thanks. What a cryptic message. I'm sure we will not pass that along. Yet right here, right now, I'm about to see one completed with my own eyes. There's no way I can ever tell my friends about this. With one big final tap on the keyboard, Daru stops. It's like he's a pianist.
Mission complete!
He faces me and grins.
じゃあ、完成。
おう、電話レンジバージョン 3.00 天王寺エディションなのだぜ、キリ。
Wait, why 3? What happened to 2?
これがタイムマシン。
It just looks like a microwave oven with a computer cord connected to it. I kind of wish it had more of a wow factor. It looks pretty ordinary.
ま、一応僕なりに2年前の電話レンジを忠実に再現してみたつもり。でも2年前だって結局偶然だったわけだし、完璧な再現なんて無理なわけだから、いざ動かしてみても D メール送れませんでしたってオチは十分あり得るっつうか。
I see. But after all this hard work, I really want it to work.
そもそも電源入れてちゃんと動くのかどうかも試してないしね。
Yeah, we should verify that.
ぶっつけ本番の一発勝負なんで失敗する可能性も大。成功したらしたで僕がそれを見届ける前に世界線変わっちゃうだろうし。これはひどい。なんという報われなさ。
それでも使うんでしょ？
当然だお。そのためにこれまで1週間以上もエロゲ我慢してここにこもってたんで。
Oh, what a loss, Daru. What a loss.
長すぎた。人には我慢の限界っつうのがあるんだお。ましてや可愛いジェシーに何度もお尻をもみもみされたら理性が持つわけないだろうが。童貞なめんな。
Yeah, let's stop talking, Daru. How scary. Why'd he suddenly get so mad?
あんまり大声出したら外の黒服に気づかれちゃうよ。
左遷。
What's a cherry boy anyway? Please don't ask.
それでいつ使うの？
今日。
This is really sudden. Using it on the day it's finished? But I suppose that's only natural. It was built solely to send D-mail after all. And Daru's being pursued by bad people. It's a miracle that the agents outside haven't found us yet. We don't have time to take this slowly. I wonder if he'll let me send a D-mail too. I can't really do much if he doesn't. Maybe I should just remain a simple collaborator. Besides, Daru probably doesn't want me getting too deeply involved. So...
送る D メールは僕の分とナイちゃん氏の分で計2通。1通目を送った時点で外で見張ってる連中が僕らの存在に気づくはずだを。2通目を送る余裕があるかどうかは運次第なわけ。ナイちゃん氏、それでもいい？いいなら誰宛てに送るか教えて。
Daru looks at his PC monitor.
先に打ち込んどくからさ。
私が送っていいの？
だが断るって言っても OK。ナイちゃん氏が好きに選べばいいよ。
So it's okay to send one.
メール自体はナイちゃん氏の携帯から電話レンジを経由して送るを。全角18文字までしか送れないから気をつけて。
Who should I send my D-mail to? Mayuri? Suzuha? Uncle Okadin? No. There are things I want to say to the lab mems, of course. But more importantly, there's one person who I want to reach more than anyone else. Daddy. Old Papa Braun.
決めた。
After telling Uncle Daru my dad's cell phone number, he types it into the computer. I take out my phone to write my message. What do I want to say to him? There are so many things, but I can only send 36 characters. What do I want to tell Dad more than anything else right now? Dear Dad, I'm doing well, please don't worry. This is the best I can do with the limited number of characters, but I feel as though it's more than enough.
ダルおじさん、できた。
I hand him my cell phone. Daru takes it and checks the screen.
それで大丈夫かな？
うん、バッチリだと思われ。じゃあ電話レンジにメールをくれるようにアドレスを入力してと。
Just then, Daru's big belly growls loudly.
おう、腹減ったお。
買っておいた差し入れ、もう残ってないの？
昨日の夜に全部食べ尽くした件について、キリ。
夜に食べたら太るよ。
Haha, yeah.
だがそれがいい。あ、そうだ。悪いんだけどナイちゃんしさ、また買い出ししてきてくんない？
I had a feeling.
まあ、これが秋葉での最後の晩餐になるっぽい。電話レンジ起動させたらビルがすげえ揺れるからね。外の連中に気づかれるのはコーラを飲んだらゲップが出るより確実だお。
ダルおじさん。
つうわけで、その前に腹ごしらえしとかないと逃げられんしょ。
Daru grins and hands me 2 1,000 yen notes.
つうわけで、よろ。
おじさん、私。
できればピザ頼みたいところなんだけどさ、さすがにそんなのしたらバレバレだし。
I know what he's doing here. I really do, and it sucks. He's trying to get us out of here so he can do this himself. He does not want Nai involved. Or he has a hidden agenda. He's been doing this out of selfishness. I don't know about that one, but no, he doesn't want to get Nai involved.
じゃなくて、
I get this feeling.
タイムマシンはいつ動かすの？
ナエちゃん氏が帰ってきて飯食ったら始めますが何か？
Daru answers with his usual casual attitude.
そう。
I couldn't bring myself to ask any more questions, but somehow I knew. I knew what Uncle Daru was planning to do.
どうしたん？
I stand up and extended my hand to Daru.
おじさん。握手してくれます。
いいですとも。
Daru wipes the sweat from his hand onto his shirt and then grasps my hand. It's still sweaty, and way bigger than mine.
おお、ジェシーと生握手とか。僕は今まさに勝ち組となった。
Jesus Christ, dude. He's got this creepy look on his face. I let go of Daru's hand and head to the bathroom. We have to go into the rear building through the small bathroom window if we want to get outside without the agents noticing. But Daru can't get through that tiny window by himself. There are only two methods for Daru to get out on his own. He can break through the second floor window facing the street and jump, or he can open the front door and brazenly walk out.
じゃあ、買い出しに行ってくる。
オキドキ、気をつけて。
He's gonna activate it while we're gone. Just watch.
ねえ、ダルおじさん。
ん？
ダルおじさんは嘘が下手だね。
どういうこと？
なんでもない。
I smile and wave my hand. And close the bathroom door. Goodbye, Uncle Daru. I mean, we don't have our phone with us. He kept it. We know what he's gonna do. As always, I exit the rear building with a nonchalant look on my face. Then I walk around to the front of Dad's building. I subtly look around and confirm that the agents are watching today too. They really are here every day. It's possible that they already knew Daru and I were inside the whole time. Just thinking about it gives me chills. I decide to head to the train station. Ever since I started holing up in that lab with Daru, I've been eating unhealthy stuff like snacks and convenience store meals. I consider getting us something healthy for a change, but I decide to just go with the usual. By the time I've decided on that, I've walked up to the park. Behind me, I hear men shouting. I turn around as fast as I can. The agents from before are running into the street and they seem to be in a huge rush. I saw it too. In the lab that I just left, the lab that Daru should still be in. The window facing the street was shining with a bluish white light. Huge flashes of light are coming from inside.
タイムマシン。
I had a feeling. As I thought I'm just a helper. As I thought I'm just an observer. I'm not truly involved. Daru never wanted that. I understood that when Daru asked me to go shopping for him, he was trying to be gentle about it. I didn't stand up to his lie. I don't know if the time machine worked, or if the D-mail was sent to the past. I'm not allowed to see for myself. The lab window breaks and there's a small explosion. White smoke billows out from inside. What's happening? Did Daru do that? Or did the time machine explode in an accident? Of course, this is Daru, so he might have set something like that up without me knowing. I tell myself that must be it. Agents are rushing into Dad's building.
ねえ、ダルおじさん。
I watched everything unfold from a little ways away. Come on.
もし私が買い出しに行きたくないってわがまま言ったら、おじさんはどうしてたのかな。
I clenched my hand into a fist, crumpling the two 1,000 yen notes. Then I realized that these two bills are the only connection I have to Daru. In other words, I don't even have proof that Daru was here. He really was like Alice's white rabbit, but a really fat one. I start tearing up, excuse me, but I try to leave the area before the agents notice me. I'll return these two 1,000 yen notes next time we meet Daru. It's been 2 weeks since Daru disappeared. Wow. Okay, well I guess the D-mail failed because we're still here. After the raid, a small fire broke out in Dad's building and fire trucks raced to the scene. But Daru had vanished from the building without a trace. Not just him, the time machine we slaved away for about a week, or for more than a week, was nowhere to be found either. It's not like it burned up in the fire. There wasn't so much as a trace of it left. It was as though it were never there. The agents may have taken it away. Or, Daru told me if I recall, if a D-mail is sent successfully, the world line may change, and it would be as though the message was never even sent. But I still remember the week I spent with that fat white rabbit. Which must mean that the D-mail transmission failed. Or even if the D-mail was sent, it didn't make it so my time within the lab with Uncle Daru never happened. Several days later, my cell phone was mailed back to me by an unknown sender, but there was no record that it ever sent the D-mail. Looking back now, I start to wonder if those 9 days were actually a dream or some sort of hallucination. Once summer vacation started, my team activities were so intense, I wasn't able to come here at all. Today marks exactly 2 weeks, so I decided to stop by. Up close like this, it looks pretty terrible. The second floor window is broken. I'm sure the inside of the lab is even worse. But for now, I don't have any plans to repair it. Uncle Yukitaka offered to pay for it, but I declined, saying that I don't have anything to do there anyway. Of course, I do want to fix it up someday. That way the lab mems can come back whenever they want. But right now, I actually want to leave it like this. If the building was repaired, it would feel like the days I spent with Daru never actually happened. I really couldn't stand him, even at the end, but it is kind of lonely with him gone. That's made it a lot harder to really get into my club activities. I look around. The agents aren't here today. I don't know if today's just a fluke, or if they disappeared with Daru 2 weeks ago. They might have left because they captured him, or maybe because he's on the run and they're still after him. All sorts of possibilities spin around inside my head. But this is Daru we're talking about. I bet he's running around, coughing and wheezing out of breath. I can't help but laugh, just imagining it. Just then, a small scrap of paper blowing in the wind gets caught on my foot. I casually pick it up. It's crumpled up, and the handwritten letters on it are barely readable, probably because it got wet. I can tell it says Future Gadget Laboratory on it. This was stuck to the mailbox next to the stairs. It was only attached using tape or something, so it must have finally fallen off. I don't really want to take this down. Maybe I should write up another one and put it up there. Thinking it over, I walk over to the mailbox. There, I notice something. The mailbox for the first floor, the Braun Tube Workshop, has a letter inside. When did it arrive? Today, yesterday, a week ago, or even... I've been here tons of times over the past 2 years, but when was the last time I actually checked inside the mailbox? I don't remember. Since I ran into Uncle Daru, I haven't used these stairs once. Naturally, I never would have checked the mailbox. It could have been a bill, or it could even be a bill from the electric company or the water company. These thoughts enter my head as I open the mailbox and take out the letter. I look at the addressee. My breath catches in my throat. This is addressed to me. It doesn't have a post office stamp on it, so someone put it in here directly. I look at the back of the envelope, but the sender hasn't written their name. But looking at the lettering, I instantly know who it belongs to. There's no way I could forget.
お父さんの字だ。
My fingers tremble as I hold the letter. Could this letter be here because Daru sent my D-mail? Did Dad read my D-mail and write a reply? I managed to stay my trembling hands long enough to unseal the letter. Inside is a single piece of paper, written as a short and blunt message. I can't stop my tears from overflowing, but these aren't my usual crybaby tears.
お父さん。
These are tears of joy. Well, what does it say here? I don't know if it's gonna throw it down here. To my dear Nai, have you been well? I don't know how old you'll be when you read this, but nothing would make me happier as a father than knowing you're living a good life. So I don't need to hold back.
ありがとう。
I look up at the sky. This is our last CG. This is it. The blue sky peeking between buildings is blurred by my tears. It's well into summer. 2 years have passed since then.
私は元気でやってるよ。だから見守っていてね。
Right. I should call Rumiho. I need to tell her that she said, or what she said wasn't a lie. I was able to meet my daddy again, so I'm sure I'll see the lab mems again somewhere too. I just have a feeling.
じゃあまた来るね。
I whisper to Daddy's building. Then I walk off towards the station as the midsummer sun shines down onto Akihabara. Oh, this is very loud. And that was a very interesting twist at the end. Was the letter always there? Or is it there because of the D-mail? I don't think it's the latter. I don't know how the letter got there. But whatever. That was kind of a frustrating route, to be honest. Like, it was an interesting perspective, like I talked about earlier. And Daru's way of going about that was also very frustrating. But yeah, he was definitely lying to protect Nai. He just made it really fucking frustrating, for whatever reason. And also, like, someone in the comments on the first episode of Nai's route said that Daru's a little insufferable in this route, more so than usual, with his perverted slang. And yeah, it was really bad. I don't know if it's just because we're following a character who is a middle schooler, which is different. I don't know, but it was pretty bad. This music is so loud, I can't think. Didn't we already get credits? Didn't we already go through something like this? Maybe it was to fool us. Maybe it was. I cannot even hear myself talk. That's how bad it is. I don't know how loud I am. I don't know how quiet I am. So I can't really give my thoughts until we're done with this. But I will say, similarly to how I said it after the previous route, thinking that that was the end, we're finally fucking done. Finally. Oh my god. When did I start this playthrough? Like 2019, I think? Does that sound right? Late 2019 or 2020? It must, I don't know. Either way, like, I really took my time with this, and I'm so sorry, guys. It's just, when I started this, and then I also started Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace, and then I jumped onto some other shit, and then I just felt burned out with Steins Gate. Like, I really just did not want to play Steins Gate anymore, and I still really don't. I am really tired of Steins Gate, and I think that kind of ruined the playthrough for me personally. I tried to make the most of it and get engaged where I could with the commentary and all that. But it was so difficult. It was so tough to do that. You can't falsify engagement, but I tried. I really did. Oh god, it is so hard to think right now. But yeah, I'm sorry if the commentary wasn't as great as it could have been. I feel like it could have been better. But obviously, I kind of just was not having much interest in all of Steins Gate right now. I mean, I recorded the Steins Gate spinoff, like much more of a spinoff than what we just finished up here. I did the Hello Kitty Steins Gate crossover with Aura. And I had to do it with Aura. Like, I would not do that shit alone for 2 reasons. 1, I'm burned out on Steins Gate, and 2, it's really difficult for me to do all the talking. And that was like a half hour to 40-minute long video. So that's talking for that long and providing commentary by myself. So having Aura along for that was pretty fun. Having Aura along for the for Susaha's route in this was an interesting experiment. We took our time on that one too, but I'm to blame. But it was cool having him along for that one, doing things a little different for a route in this. And I think it was Aura who actually got me this game. I think it was. I'll have to check the first episode, because I think I may have stated something there. If I'm wrong, then I'll correct myself here, but if I'm right, then I'll just leave it in. But I think, you know what? Maybe it was Jared. It's one of them. I'll correct it here if I can remember. If I don't, then I'll leave a comment or something. It was one of those two. Because I got Steins Gate Elite gifted from somebody. I think maybe it was Jared. And this came along with it, because I'm not going to play through Steins Gate Elite. Maybe if, like, I tell myself, alright, it's time for a rewatch of Steins Gate, then I'm just going to, like, load this up, or I'll load Elite up, because it's going to be the same thing. It's just better. You get more out of it. More engagement, maybe? I don't know. Okay, I can finally hear again. I can hear myself talk and everything. Fantastic. That was tough. That was I hate doing that, by the way, because, like, I gotta keep the commentary up, or else I'll get them strikes. Lunar Bifrost completed. We have the CG library, and I guess that's it. We are absolutely done. I'm not gonna go back and get whatever Steam achievements I need, which is, what do I need? Oh shit, I'm missing 6 achievements. What am I missing? I'm pulling it up right now in the Steam overlay. I need to open the CG library, the sound library, the movie library, view all the tips, and there's 2 hidden achievements, which I can't view, but I think if I go to the global achievement stats, I can look at them. That's what I'm doing right now. Collection of flying paper, viewing all the tips, and perfectionist of chaos and convergence. So I would assume, okay, yeah, the icons show it to me. I have to get all the D-mails. I have to read all the tips. I don't want to do that. I mean, I'll get my Steam achievements for opening these. Man, we got 6, well, more like 5.5 pages of CGs here. These are promotional ones. Yeah, Daru's fine ass is right there. What else we got? The sound library. Don't need to do anything there. The movie library. I'm really just getting all my shit here. All my good old achievements. The tips list. I'm not reading through all these. I'm really not. I could probably get through them pretty quick if I wanted to, but fuck that. The mail list. Yeah, see, I missed some shit. You know, there's like some other choices and all that. You know, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that hard to go back. I mean, Okabe's might be a little annoying there because that was like the beginning. No, it doesn't seem like that difficult of a journey. Even so, I only have like 2/3 of it done. I don't think it'd be too terrible. But there we go. All 11 routes are done. I originally thought there'd be 10. I'm happy to have gotten through this. It only took 41 fucking hours, but you know, we did it. It took us a lot of time, but we finally did it. So again, I want to apologize for seeming, you know, well, not seeming, but actually being with a lack of interest of this game and really Steins Gate in general. My original plan with all this was to do a route in Linear Bounded Phenogram, then do a route in My Darling's Embrace, and then go back and forth, and then I would just finish this up because this has more routes than My Darling's Embrace, or do 2-1, 2-1, or whatever. That didn't work out. I just got so burned out on Steins Gate. The focus was kind of shifted onto other games. It just really did not work out. But I do hope that this was enjoyable and that I had some good reactions and commentary at points. This isn't really that well known of a visual novel, I think. People who play the Steins Gate visual novel will probably not come across this because it's just... I don't even know if you can buy it still. You might have to get Steins Gate Elite in order to get this. And if you get Elite, are you going to be wanting to play a game that looks totally different from it? And isn't there supposed to be a Steins Gate Zero Elite? So it's just pushing people away from this style. And then back to the anime style. I don't know. Well, anyways, I'm definitely done with Steins Gate for a while. But in case you guys are wondering on the Sides Adventure side, and as I spoke here earlier, definitely have completed Steins Gate Zero, My Darling's Embrace, and now Linear Bounded Phenogram, so all of those are done, and the Science Adventure stuff. I do have plans to record Chaos Head Noah, and after that I will be jumping into Robotics Notes. And I have not been saying shit about Robotics Note and Daru's route here, because I don't want to say anything that's a potential spoiler, because I feel like I had already gotten spoiled on something that's apparently a spoiler, so I'm not saying shit. But just, okay, that's next, alright? We'll jump into Robotics Notes at some point, but that is next on the list, I promise. Well, after Chaos Head. So if that interests any of you guys and you have not seen them, they're up on the channel. Just be aware that in Steins Gate and Steins Gate Zero, I have my older microphones, so I'll sound worse. But they are there. They are there, and they are done in their entirety. And you could, you can view those as you wish. But that will be it for this one. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to talk about. I'd like to say that this has been a fun time, but I think it'd be better to say that it's been a long time with this playthrough, and I'm happy to have finally finished it. Thank you to those who stuck around for this playthrough. If you enjoyed Steins Gate, be sure to stick around and check out my other stuff, whether it's Science Adventure, games that I end up playing, whatever else, or even like the Higurashi shit. I know I'm having to jump back into that very soon, but if you want to check out any of my content, feel free to subscribe. And, you know, if there is a potential Steins Gate successor in the same vein that Chaos Head's successor is Chaos Child, people say it's like Steins God or whatever, you can bet your bottom dollar that I will hop into that. It's just, let it be a couple or so years before they actually decide to put something like that out. I need a break from Steins Gate, alright? And we'll get on it, whatever it ends up being. But thank you all again. If you enjoyed this episode specifically, be sure to leave a like. Again, subscribe if you'd like to see my other content and all that other jazz. I will see you guys, hopefully, in another video of whatever you choose to watch here on the channel. Thank you again for watching, and have a good one, guys.